What's up guys, Bloodshed here. Welcome to the LON Bloodshed Crusader for Diablo 3 patch 265 in season 17. Now this build has been around with the concept previously. We've used it like in our Let's Play last season on hardcore, but now it's better than ever. It's buffed. It even survived its first PTR nerf wave, and it's still really strong. The footage you're seeing here in the video is 1000 Paragon, no augments. It is a little squishy, but you need life on hit on your weapon if possible, and it really does help a lot. You need life on hit with other builds such as Hammered In and Roland as well. Like Crusaders just benefit a lot from life per hit. This is still the PTR. We're going to do more testing, so just check the build description for the latest version of the Diablo 3 planner link. I'll keep it updated for you guys throughout the life cycle of the season, but this is one of my favorite builds. You have lots of mobility. You're honestly really tanky. You can stand in a lot of stuff, even though I said you're squishy. It's just because you need to have life on hit, and you need to just position yourself not into everything. Just you need to kind of stay on the outside skirts of mobs. I would just pony Satyr into Oculus rings, throw out some shields, and if things get dicey, you can always just leave. You get like a Juggernaut mob that's a little too tough, you can always just take off. This is an A tier push build, one of the best, and it can still get some buffs from here. So they can give it a little bit more love and bring it up even further. I definitely would recommend it if you've never played it before. Really cool play style, and with the LON season, you don't have to wear the rings. Not too intensive altogether. A lot of the LON builds in general, not just Crusader, don't have the most crazy mechanics. It's usually the sets that give you crazy mechanics, like you have to keep up multiple elements or focus and restraint, or like a weapon set that allows you to do something. But with LON builds, you just kind of play your way. It's almost like if you were leveling 1 to 70 and then you never stopped leveling and you just kept equipping gear that you liked or for your build. And that's kind of what LON is. Like you just keep going and there's really nothing you have to do, which is, it's kind of a freeing season in a way. Anyway, let's crack open the build and talk about it a little bit. We're also going to cover the speed build afterward. So like I was saying, the Guard Falcon removes the cost of Blessed Shield, so there's no reliance on crazy resource there. It also allows us to keep up the Aquila full time, so you're good to go. The Jacking Board buffs our Blessed Shield, so you make sure you want to have this. It ricochets 6 times and deals increased damage. When it bounces around, each enemy hit by your Blessed Shield also increases the damage of your Blessed Shield. So you're basically Captain America, throwing shields around, slanging and banging, brother. String of Ears is great because you're going to be up close, kind of face tanking a lot of the time. COE, obviously, even if you're just leaving, just stop on Fire Cycle, throw some shields out, you'll really notice the damage. Justice Lantern gives us damage reduction. Unity gives us damage reduction. And Akan's Manacles buffs Blessed Shield also. I almost forgot about them. They did buff this, I believe, by 100. It used to be 400, now it's 500. So just a small buff here, but you make sure you want almost a max level Manacle. This is easier to get because you're just using 25 blood shards at Kadala. A Quadfecta Ancient Mage Fist would be your best bet. Double crit, cooldown, attack speed. I will have stat priorities in the build, so you can just copy the build. But yeah, you want like 4 stat line gloves, 3 stat line rings if possible, like a double crit elite damage, or like this Hellfire that I use is so bad. You need like a double crit fire damage. This is what I use for the clear. It's really horrible. So yeah, like I said, you use Pain Enhancer, you get that attack speed boost. Stricken's really good for the Rift Guardian, and then Trapped, of course, is one of the best DPS gems in the game. Illusionary Boots help you move through enemies. It just feels really good. And then Swamplands, you're going to have to get by leveling a Witch Doctor, or you can get them from another Witch Doctor to trade you, and then you can just reroll them in the cube. They're always going to have intelligence. Then you just reroll the strength off, just like I did right here. Don't worry about the sacrifice damage. We just do it for the fire. They roll with a fire elemental damage on it. For shoulders, you probably want the skeletal shoulder that has a 25% chance to bring you back to life. But I decided to go with these invoker ones since they rolled really well, and I can just use them with my LON build. Here's the build. I have Hold Your Ground, which helps with the Justice Lantern. And Towering Shield buffs Blessed Shield. Vigilant is almost like a little ghetto esoteric. It gives you some non-physical damage. But you can swap this out for something else that you like let's say Long Arm of the Law. I have Finery in my Hellfire currently. Fervor, really good, more attack speed. It's going to buff our damage, and then more cooldown to keep up Akarat's Prophet. Prophet gives us an extra life, and then damage reduction. This is going to give us attack speed boost. You ride around when you're in trouble, throw out your shields, and then this is like, you want to use this on the enemies. You're going to get Wrath back, but you're not really using it for the Wrath. You're using it for the increased block chance for 4 seconds. So I usually just like to provoke elites, get them to come to me, then I can throw the shields at them, and then I have a lot of block chance, which is gonna make me not take damage, and then it's also gonna buff my damage reduction if I were to get hit. Let's just take a look at the speed build, which is almost identical. And you can also play LON Condemn. I'll have a link, you know, before the season starts for LON Condemn, LON Bomb. You can play a lot of Crusader builds. You can even play a Con, Sage, Condemn, and things like that. But LON Blessed Shield is really fun, man. One of the benefits of just using Blessed Shield as your T16 key farmer is you're probably going to augment your push build around Blessed Shield anyway. So you're doing the same thing where you're running around on your pony, jumping off, throwing shields out. It's pretty satisfying. You actually like when you hit fire cycle on the speed build here, you one shot elites. It's crazy. And if you want the variety, you have it. You can also play Condemn, like I was saying, or you can play even LON Bomb if you want something super interesting. But if you really like Blessed Shield, it's kind of cool because you don't have to play another build to speed farm with. You can use this for bounties. You can use it for T16. You can use it for pushing. If you want to be Captain America endgame all season long, you're more than welcome to. We have the average spend, the gold wrap in the build, so you have this nice pickup radius of gold as you're killing things. We don't need Aquila since it's just T16, so I added the Cinder Coat for even more fire damage into the build. Stack cooldown everywhere. Life on hit on your weapon's always good, but not needed for this level. So you can see like the build itself. I'm still working through certain things, but I was using like Fleet Full. It fears them, and then I was using the Rochelle's Ring. So I'm changing out different things. Just check the description for the latest version. Right now we're using the Stone of Jordan. But yeah, I was using this with Rochelle's Ring, so after a fight, I would just pop provoke, fear them, and then I would get like a speed boost. But sometimes when I fear them with the ring, I wouldn't want it. So we'll see how it works. Maybe I'll put the ring in the cube, and that'll give me more controllable sphere speed boost. But we have Wings of Angels now, 50% movement speed. Obviously, Lord Commander, always on our pony. We always have this. This is like, even without Ingeom, this is up all the time. So even though you stack a lot of cooldown for Akarat's champion, don't have this like reliance on Ingeom so much, you know? You don't even need it. So Lord Commander, Long Arm of the Law buffs Wings of Angels, extends the law there. The cooldown, like before, really helps to have everything up, basically. The Endurance gives us 3 seconds of unhindered riding, unimpeded riding. I love Blessed Shield this season. I recommend it to everybody. Make sure to follow me at twitch.tv/bloodshed. I stream there 6 days a week. We also do coverage here on YouTube if you want to support. Patreon.com/bloodshed. All my builds are on the Patreon page. Since they took Diablo fans down, I need somewhere to put my builds, so that's what I chose. I'm going to add more and more. Like, I have a lot of builds that aren't even on there yet. I'm just waiting to perfect them. I even waited to do this video until after a nerf wave because I had a feeling it was going to get a slight nerf. And I think the same for Veers. I think Veers might just get even a 10% dip, and I just want to make sure I test it after the nerfs, after all the buffs come in, to give you guys the most accurate information. This is the Bloodshed, and I'm out of here. Peace.